something bad happens, whether you boot a ball at shortstop, you give a double, whatever. Deep breath is step number one. Number two, this is sort of like the optional one, is a mistake ritual or a reset action. Has anyone heard of those before? It's where you just do some little symbolic gesture to say that when I do this, when it's done, I'm moving on. So Aaron Judge does this. You can actually see it. Aaron Judge, if he takes a bad swing, he will reach down, he'll scoop up some dirt, have it in his hand for a second, he'll toss it away. That's him saying, here's my mistake is gone. There's so many ways. Baseball is great to do this because, like, here's a good example. All right, I just gave up a double. When my glove goes back on my hand, we're moving forward. When my cap comes off, when my cap goes back on, now we're moving forward, right? I give a little tap on my leg, that's my sign. I'm not gonna do an angry one, but a little thing, you could snap your fingers, you could pull your wristband, you could take, batting glove, as a hitter, you could look at your bat, and there's so many things you could do just as a symbolic gesture that snaps you forward. This is my process when something bad happens. Now, and then after that, it's that was part two. Part three is, so deep breath, mistake ritual, self-talk. So my team wants me out here. And I think self-talk, without getting into the weeds, can be really silly. People are like, oh, I can do it. Telling myself, you can do it, Dan, you can do it, John. Like, that feels corny. But my version of self-talk, and I think a lot of the pro guys, is like, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I belong on this field. My team wants me out here. Like, I'm starting here in the major leagues for a reason. Like, I'm here for a reason. That's because I prepared. I got my routines done. Like, I'm ready to go. So for me, when I was starting, all those jitters in the last 5 minutes when I'm like done my bullpen and walking up to the dugout, it's like, I've done the work. I'm ready to do this, right? That was my version of positive self-talk. Not like, you can do it, Dan, right? And that was realistic for me. It's reminding me that I've done the things to be successful, and it's not going to just be luck whether I'm successful, right? That kind of stuff. So positive self-talk, and then it's narrowing down to the smallest thing, one pitch at a time. See the pitch, put a good swing on it, right? The one single thing. I'm not going to try to strike this hitter out all at once. I'm not going to try to hit a double, right? You can't control whether you hit a double, can you? I'm just going to see a good pitch and put a good swing on it. If I have good pitch selection, I put a good swing on it, good things are going to happen, right? The best hitters really narrow down to that. And so it starts with a deep breath, because that puts time back on your side. It slows you down. And then you think, okay, my head's clear. What's next, right? And then on the mound, if you just need a real quick one, it's just, hey, step off. I used a mantra. So my mantra was 2 words that I wanted to embody, which was confident, and I wanted to be a dominant pitcher. So it feels me just like between a pitch, confident, dominant. I would say that in my head, because that was what I wanted to be on the mound. That's what I wanted to be known as. And a lot of times I felt very nervous and unsure of myself and not pitching well, but I was always trying to get back to being confident and dominating my opponents. So like, figure out what process works for you. And if you're coaching young kids, encourage them to tinker and try different stuff, right? Self-talk, all this mental stuff is going to be different for different people. And the biggest thing is that they hear from different voices who they respect, and they can figure out what works for them.